Yo, what is up guys? As you guys can see, I'm back with a new video, but I'm doing something different today. I'm doing a Borderlands video. Now, what I'm going to do in today's video is showcase weapons that will be in Borderlands 4 and are in Borderlands 3 currently. But as you can see, the first weapon we're going to go through is the Hellfire. Now this weapon hasn't only been in Borderlands 3, it's been in Borderlands 2 as well. But it made a return in Borderlands 3, and as you can see on screen, it's not really a good weapon for Mayhem 10 or Mayhem 11. But it is a fun weapon to use, boasting a high fire rate, good fire damage, and decent damage as it's a weapon itself. But there are a lot better weapons in this game that you can get. But it is a fun weapon to use, and I did have a good time using it. Now, this weapon will return in Borderlands 4, as you'll see on screen. Hopefully in Borderlands 4 it's much better, but if it's not, it won't be a big deal, won't be a problem, because there will be other weapons in this video that you will see that are going to return in Borderlands 4 and were really good in Borderlands 3 and still are really good in Borderlands 3. But yeah, the Hellfire, not really that good, but overall a fun weapon to use if you need a fire weapon. It is a decent weapon in early game to mid game, but once you get to late game and you hit those Mayhem levels, it's not really a reliable weapon to use to destroy enemies or bosses. So I'd rate this weapon in Borderlands 3 4 out of 10. Our next weapon will be the Lucian's Call. In Borderlands 3 it's called the Lucian's Call. Its first appearance was in Borderlands 3, but it will be returning in Borderlands 4 with a different name called the Lucian's Flank. Now we don't know much about what it can do in Borderlands 4, but in Borderlands 3 it is a good weapon. I won't lie, it's a very fun weapon, very good to use early to end game as well as in Mayhem modes and Mayhem levels. So it is a good weapon to get, and it can come in cryo, corrosion, fire, all the elements, but it can't come in the normal bullet variation. But a great gun, great weapon to use. And what it does is that on critical hits, your ammo does but you get ammo back. So hitting a critical hit with the fire rate it has, you will be able to basically have infinite ammo. And as you can see, it does shred enemies, especially corrosion health enemies. And yeah, rating I'd give this gun is at least a 7 out of 10. Really good ammo capacity, really good damage depending on how you build it and which characters you use it on. And a very, very fun gun to use, very easy. You hold down the trigger, basically you spray and pray, and it's a great gun to use overall. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Would use it at end game, well actually throughout the whole game. But yeah, make sure you pick one up and enjoy it, have fun with it before we get in Borderlands 4 and we see how much better or how much worse they made it. Now, our next weapon will be the Complex Root. Now, this sniper rifle is actually a really good sniper, really good weapon overall, very fun, does a lot of damage, but with the build that I have, I'm not really built to get it, at its potential, and I don't have the right annoyance. But even without that, it's still a really good weapon. As you can see, it destroys, very ammo savvy, doesn't use a lot of ammo per shot, and it does a lot of damage. This weapon was added later in Borderlands 3 life cycle, but it is a fantastic weapon to use, a great sniper to use, and it's found in the Bounty of Blood DLC. I'm sure you guys can research it to see. There are a lot of guide videos on the weapon, but yeah, very fun, does a lot of damage, very ammo savvy, and yeah, an overall good weapon. Out of the snipers, I would rate this an 8 out of 10, and it will be coming back in Borderlands 4 as you know, same name, complex route, and it probably will be as fun as it is now. Probably does the same things it does in Borderlands 3. We're not sure about that one yet, but as you can see, it's very fun, very enjoyable. Does a lot of damage regardless of the elements of health the enemy has. But yeah, you should pick it up. 8 out of 10 gun will return in Borderlands 4. Very fun. And yeah, for our next weapon, that would be TK's Wave. Now, this gun is probably the worst out of all the weapons that are returning. But in Borderlands 3, it is ass. It is garbage. But I think in Borderlands 4, it will probably, be a lot better. But knowing that difficulty with the enemies and everything will be higher from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, it will be higher, and we don't know what end game Gearbox has ready for us. So this weapon could be as bad as it is now in Borderlands 3. As you can see on screen, it basically does nothing. You really need, the right anointment buffs and everything to make this weapon a little bit viable even. But it is a garbage gun. I'd rate it maybe a 2 out of 10, just because as a Jacob's gun, it does look nice. I like the old style, how it looks, the vintage shotgun style, and the 2-shot with the quick reload. It's very fun. But overall, it's a garbage gun. Don't get it, or if you do, don't expect it to be the greatest, because there is a shotgun on the list that is much better. But this is probably the worst weapon on the list. 2 out of 10, garbage. And yeah, as you can see, it's pure ass. Now our next gun is probably the best weapon in the game, a shotgun coming back to Borderlands 4 from Borderlands 3, and an amazing weapon, the Hellwalker. Now this gun, fantastic, one of the best guns in the game, top 10 I would say. Great reload, great damage, two-shot damage is crazy. You can even one-shot some enemies or even bosses if you have a build up for it. But amazing weapon, one of my favorite guns in the game. Originally inspired by the Doom shotgun, and it is returning in Borderlands 4 with the same name, the Hellwalker. But as you can see in the gameplay that I'm showing, it is a very, very good gun. I would rate it 9 out of 10. Actually, no, I'm changing it to a 10 out of 10 because it's very, very easy to get. I forgot who you get it from, but you can get it early game from an enemy on Pandora. Check out people's guide videos, but it is a fantastic weapon. From getting it in the beginning of the game to the end of the game, great overall weapon. As you can see, it does a lot of damage. It just destroys, and it's a Jacob's gun, so ricocheting bullets can clear out rooms very, very easily. As you can see in the video, I'm destroying the slaughter shaft very easily, having a lot of fun running around, just two-shotting, a few shotting enemies, and it's a great gun. 10 out of 10 overall. Will be returning in Borderlands 4 with the same name. So if you do get in Borderlands 4, yeah, just make sure you use it for as long as you can. Maybe even keep it. You don't know how rare it could be. You don't know who drops it. You don't know if it could be a world drop. So yeah, 10 out of 10 gun. Would recommend using it. Make sure you get it in both Borderlands 3 and 4. But yeah. And our next and final weapon will be one of the best guns in the game, probably the number 1. But the weapon is the Plasma Coil. Now this gun just destroys everything and anything with any character in the game. As you can see, I'm not doing much damage because I'm using, Electro on armored health. But, with anything else, corrosion, radiation, this weapon destroys. Now, the best way to get this weapon is from the Designer's Cut DLC. in Borderlands 3, which it is difficult to get. But once you do get it, it just destroys the whole game. Like even from beginning of the game to the end of the game, this weapon will carry 10-20 levels with its damage. As you can see, this is mayhem. This is mayhem 11, highest difficulty. Enemies have max health, and it's shredding through them. And with a clone with Zane, it just destroys. Like nothing can hold this gun back. This gun is the gun if you need it. But yeah, another 10 out of 10 gun I would rate. If you get it on Borderlands 4, another gun, keep it. Don't sell it, don't throw it away. Keep it, even if it's level 1, because you don't know how rare it is, you don't know where it will be. But keep it, and it should carry you for a few levels, but know that Borderlands 4 will be harder. I don't think it will carry you for as much levels as Borderlands 3. But keep it. Fun gun, amazing weapon, very easy to use. Basically point and click. You don't even need to click. You hold down, and it just shreds enemies, destroys them. But yeah, 10 out of 10 gun. If you do find it in Borderlands 4, recommend holding on to it, using it a lot, and seeing what type of synergies you can get. But yeah, that's the video for today. I will be making more Borderlands 4 content when the game comes out, but until then, maybe there might be a few more Borderlands 3 videos, and then I will be making Borderlands 4 videos, and maybe streaming Borderlands 4 when it comes out on my Twitch. You can find it on my YouTube. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't know whether it will be a grounded video or Borderlands video, but regardless, it'll be fun. See you guys next time. Peace.